are back. Episode 7. Two guys, one scale. I'm Scott.
And I'm Chuck.
Scale's fucking moving again.
Yeah.
Feels good. Scale's moving again. It's about damn time. Because
Absolutely.
I was losing my mind. You were losing your mind a little bit. Feels good. Because like we said, we've been putting in the work this entire time. Uh,
Did you
don't
take
know
a
why.
vacation?
What?
Did you take a vacation? You're in Houston, Texas right
That's for my 600-pound life. It's the doctor that they all go to.
now?
That's
Obsessed.
that's one of the things that I watch to motivate myself. I know you're a Biggest Loser fan. I've never really watched it. Maybe I should give it a chance.
Yeah.
But my 600-pound life has some bangers, dude. There are so many awesome episodes. Makes me feel great about myself. Like, let's be real. It
Such a
makes me feel
terrible
fucking
person.
great about myself. It does. And as Doctor Now, this guy's office is amazing. So, yeah.
It makes me, why does it make you feel good about yourself?
Because I mean, the majority of my life, I've pretty much eaten what I want whenever the fuck I wanted, and the worst I've gotten is like 340-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would take work to get to 600 pounds, but I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm fat, so I can, I am sympathetic, but it's just wild. Like he puts them on a diet and they gain 100 pounds in like a few months' time. Like it's bananas. It's great. It's
Did
great,
they
dude.
gain weight before they lose weight?
No, like he puts them on a diet and then like they go home and then they just eat like shit again. And like he's like, yeah, you got to
Oh,
lose this amount of weight in this amount of time. One dude gained 100 pounds in like 2 months. It was like 12. No, it was like 9 weeks or something like that.
so I was reading up on Biggest Loser because yes, some bangers on Biggest Loser, but um Vizio has a 24/7 Biggest Loser channel, so that's what I've been watching. And like 90% of the contestants almost put all the weight back on once they leave
Yeah,
because I was telling you their workout regimen, like 4 to 8 hours a day.
yeah, because they're
Like,
not learning anything except for killing themselves, and that's
yeah.
not sustainable. Which, granted, we're kind of killing ourselves a little
No,
bit, but
but what frustrates me is some dude after 6 months on that show runs a marathon in 4 hours. Like that's crazy. I think he gained the weight just to get on the show to lose the weight to win the show. Like
yeah, that's wild.
that's an awesome
But
time, man.
yeah, I need to check it out. But so update. I am at 276.4, down from 281.7. 5.3 pounds since last Monday. Bananas. Bananas. I think
Hey,
I was looking,
yes.
my app tracks. I've been using this app that I use, Lose It, the Lose It app. Everybody, if you're, I love it. Charles uses a different one. I've been using it off and on since 2010, my last year of college. Um, so it's been tracking my weight. It goes all the way back to then. The last time I was around this weight, 276, was 2018. So feeling pretty good. I'm
That's
looking
awesome.
forward to getting to the lowest that I've ever tracked on there, which is like 256. So, I think we're gonna have some periods of slowdown, but
Yeah.
it made it all the bitching and moaning that we did last week. We have something to show for it now.
Yeah.
So let's hear your update, bro.
Was it 287.6? Is that what it was? So what, 4 pounds? Right around 4 pounds last week. Not a bad week, right? Not a bad week. And
No, dude, that's an awesome week. You're
I
supposed to
mean
lose like
it
two a
is.
week.
If I can lose 4 a week through July, I'll hit 250 by July. I think when we first met, whenever me and Adam were working out all the time, I was like around 260, 250, 260. I can't remember. But yeah, I haven't. That's 2018, Bob. Like maybe 270. Because when I got married, I was 270.
Yeah, I think because that's when I met you and you showed up to work as my boss. Your first, like the first time I met you. Well, that it wasn't the first time, but the first time like, I really got to know you. I think you were more than 260, 270.
I think I was too. I think, yeah, because I was living a good life because she'd been here for a year. So yeah, I was
Yeah.
probably like, I don't know. I felt like I was 260, 250. So, I think that's the issue too. Like these perspective pictures that we've been taking, like, because when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see the same person because you look in the mirror every day, right?
Yep.
You don't
Yep.
see them. You don't
Yep.
see them. So, dude, I'm just
Speaking,
rocking my dad shirt out
yeah,
right now. I
dad
love
shirt, dude. I mean, you're the dad of the two of us, so
it.
you got to represent, man.
The old
I'm
man.
s- yeah, I'm wearing the shirt that I went to the gym in and I'm disgusting still, but I've been busy tonight. But speaking of that, so this weekend we had plans to go out and go hiking. Um, Charles was coming over to my house with his wife because we
Yep.
wanted to go for a pretty significant hike at this place near my house called Salt Lick Trail. It's really cool. I've actually been there years ago. There's like an abandoned salt mine in there. It's
Okay.
really, really cool. You're not supposed to go in there, but I, of course, did. Um,
Got the chemistry to prove it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's an old civil defense like fallout shelter water barrel that I took out of there. There was hundreds in there. It was amazing. Um, but uh, I got home from work like Friday, I think it was, or Thursday, and my mailbox was just knocked off of the mailbox post. Um, was super cool. Um, so I bought a new mailbox. Charles is the shit and had, a bunch of tools to to dig it up and everything. Came over, we thought we'd dig it out real quick, and then I was just gonna set it after we went on the hike. Apparently, they used 55 bags of concrete to put this fucking post in the ground because it took us 2, 3 hours easily.
Yeah.
So it felt really bad. I mean, your wife was helping. She was in there digging with a little spade, getting all the all the dirt out, but it ruined our hike plans. But to be honest with you, I'm more sore from that, from swinging that pickaxe and digging and like pulling than I have been from the majority of our workouts, to be honest with you. Like it was a good
Manual labor,
workout.
bud. Manual
Yeah,
labor. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But speaking of like motivation and transformation and what we were just saying earlier, like we see how far we've come or whatever, this picture, you've seen it,
Which one?
shows that we've got a ways to go still of us
Which
digging
one?
up the mailbox.
Oh, I don't see it.
Let's take a look. Let's
All
take a
right, let's
look at it.
go.
Yeah. Do you see that?
Oh, you mean the one with my gut hanging out? So I wore a jacket because I thought we were going hiking that I have not been able to wear in like 4 years, and I love this jacket.
It's a good looking jacket.
I mean, we both did green, right? It's two-tone
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But you sent me that picture.
we're
Um,
Twinkies with our shoes.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I've been feeling great about myself. I saw that picture and I was like, oh, like, I'm feeling so good. But you know what? If we'd have been doing that same thing 3, 4 months ago, we would have looked way worse. So, it is what it is.
Oh yeah,
And after the debacle, we got the mailbox in the ground. So
yeah,
feel good about that, at least.
and it looks so good too. God, I'm so proud of us.
It does look good. It does look good. So
You gave the thumbs up. That's
yeah,
so.
we got some visuals to go along with it this week. So, I really appreciate that, man. Like not many people would do that for a friend. So that was huge. It's it's so heavy we couldn't get it into my
uh,
truck, so it's still sitting in my front yard. I need to figure out what to do with that.
you know,
Um,
where I'm from, that's what friends did.
yeah.
Like, Kevin and the guys back home, like someone needs a deck built. We go over there for 8 hours with beer and just all start building a deck. Like
Yeah, I think
that's
the
just what we
big like
do.
we were like that too, but I like shit like that. I don't want to pay people to do because now like we're adults, we have money, we can do adult things, you know.
Yep.
Um, like this and like I replaced a toilet at my old house and like fixed my air conditioner myself at my old house, fixed my garage door opener, when I was on the phone with you a couple months ago and I was losing my shit. That's the kind of thing I don't want to pay people to do because I know I can figure out and do it myself. Probably gonna have
Yep.
to pay someone to come pick it up because there's no way I'm putting it in the back of my truck. And even if I get in the back of my truck, we're talking about like using like as like a lever to flip it into a dumpster. Uh, I'm afraid it's gonna fuck my truck up, to be honest with you. That thing weighs 400 pounds.
That's
So,
true. That's
I'm
true.
thinking about calling the garbage company and just be like, hey, I think you guys hit my mailbox. I replaced it. I'm not worried about it. Just come pick it up. Get the fuck out of here. But once again, thank you. That was huge. Tell your wife I'm sorry, as I did multiple times. We didn't get to go hiking, but we'll make it up to her.
I
Make it
will
up to her.
tell you, she had a lot of fun. That's just the kind of stuff that she's used to doing too. And like, even afterwards, she was like, "I'm sure Scott and Steffi will help us with something one sometime soon." And I'm like, "I'm
Oh,
sure they will too." Like, it's just, anytime I need a truck to haul some shit off, you got the truck now since I don't have a truck anymore.
yeah, yeah, that's
You go from
true.
the hatchback to the truck, and I go from a full size truck to a damn minivan. So
Yeah, yeah. I went from a
yeah,
little Ford Focus
dad
ST
life.
hatchback manual, super fun. But I had a rental property I've since sold because I just thought about it all the time and like something was always wrong with it. So I was like, I need a truck. And actually, it's my favorite vehicle I've ever owned, which is wild. But
Truck's
other than
wrong.
that, my weekend was pretty good. That workout was ruined, but I did go to the Y, get some swimming in, which I'll get to later. And I did go on quite a significant bike ride. It's about
Oh,
15 miles.
last one. Last
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh yeah. As I say, you had one in and I minor in my truck. But went on like a 15-mile bike ride with a buddy of mine yesterday. He's going to that Peddlers Jamboree Music Festival I'm going to at the end of May, which I'm super, super pumped about, where we got to ride 30 miles on our bicycles in a day and then ride
Yep.
30 miles back the next day. So it's going to be legitimate. I got some new mountain biking shorts that have the little pad in the bottom. So down there is feeling good the next day. It feels like you're wearing a diaper, which is a little weird, but it's worth
At
it. It's
least your
worth it.
nutsack's not getting stabbed,
Yeah,
and
and
that's the
I'm
worst
not
one.
making myself sterile. That's something that I do worry about. But uh
Not me.
yeah, I think you're good there.
Yeah.
Um what what did you do workout wise, meal wise?
Millwise. I don't even want to talk about Millwise.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna get into that next because killing it in the workouts.
Oh God.
But yesterday, uh yeah, so
Today.
yesterday I went swimming. Got a McDonald's steak, egg, and cheese bagel in the morning because you've been talking it up for so long. And the bagels are back. Uh,
I got one today.
was a was a fucking disaster. I waited for like a half hour at McDonald's to get it. And then after, yesterday I swam, um, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more later. Uh, and then I went on that bike ride, so I burned an insane amount of calories yesterday, and I had the bagel for breakfast, which, wasn't a ton of calories. So I was
680.
like, we were talking about this last week. I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself this week, or after this, after I had a good day, I'm gonna get a chicken bacon ranch from Subway. Haven't had one in forever. I ordered it, like I got done with the bike ride. I ordered it on my phone for pickup. I go pick it up. When I picked it up, I was like, this feels like heavy, like heavier than it should. And I get home, I open it, and it is the sloppiest, fucking soggy mess that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I got ranch on it, and I think they just dumped water on it. The bacon wasn't cooked. Something was crunchy in it, and like I thought I chipped a fucking tooth when I was. All this has taught me is that cheating is not fucking worth it. Cheating on my diet, even though I stayed within my calorie budget, but it's just not where when I'm trying to treat myself, it just ends up being a disaster. So I'm
So,
just gonna just continue to just cook and everything at home. I think, unless after the triathlon, we are big time cheating.
oh yeah.
Blackthorn,
Oh yeah.
Chicago style.
Oh, and before we even leave the triathlon. I'm bringing cherry Pop Tarts because you said you'd never had cherry frosted Pop
Yeah,
Tarts.
I don't know. I'm not a huge cherry fan, but I will for sure try it. I'm this tried and true strawberry, dude. The best.
I mean, it's strawberries are amazing, right? It's the
Yeah.
only one they sell in bulk, like by themselves. But
Yeah.
I think where you messed up with Subway is you didn't watch them make it. Like that's one thing I love about
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
They
yeah.
watch them like,
I would have.
give me another line of ranch, give me another line of Southwest Chipotle sauce.
Yeah,
Like,
how about take it easy on the fucking water you're dumping all over this? It was, I mean, it was so disappointing. And like, I've talked about this multiple times in here. Every time that I try to do a little cheat meal, it ends up sucking. It
yep,
does.
yeah,
Today, I've actually not had many calories. I've only had 1,700 calories today, but I ate pizza and hot dogs today.
what kind of pizza? Oh, that's right, the barbecue
Uh,
chicken.
it it was a barbecue chicken from Trader Joe's. The whole thing was only 800 calories. I had that for lunch, and then for dinner, I just had two hot dogs. So, 1,700 calories today. You know what? Charles is doing low carb. I'm eating fucking garbage meat. But you know what? It's working. I'm hoping the scale says 275 tomorrow. But I think I've got a ton of inflammation because, like I said, I'm fucking sore from digging up that mailbox, man. Still. But, that got me motivated, and I've been pushing hard as far as working out. Um, I know
Yep.
you were working out real late yesterday because we started an Apple Watch challenge yesterday where we made the goals way too fucking
Oh,
high.
yes.
I blew them out of the water yesterday because in the morning, my wife sells candles, pretty okay candles. Go check them out. She ships all over the place. They're great. My house smells amazing all the time. I can actually I'll put a link somewhere. But
Because they're amazing.
yeah, they are. Charles has partaken in some. Uh, I helped her set up for a market that she did really well at. So, I was lifting stuff and moving stuff around, and then I went and swam. Uh, Set a new personal record for 400 meters. Like crushed my personal record. I did mixed. I did like mostly freestyle and breaststroke, like alternated. Um, so my previous best time, and this is 400 meters, not yards, was 9 minutes and 5 seconds. And then yesterday was 8 minutes and 11 seconds. That's a 54-minute difference, which in a race is an eternity.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the bagel in the morning. Maybe it was the
The tri suit.
tri-suit. I
Yes,
think it was I think it was the fucking tri-suit. We got tri-suits, ladies and
we
gentlemen.
did.
We got tri-suits. Do we look great in them? Fuck no. But I felt like a dolphin swimming in it. So should we show them?
Oh, absolutely.
Should we show them? Okay. All right.
I mean, it's
It's a
all
good thing
about
we're both married.
that
It's a good
change.
thing. It's a good thing we're both married. Because
Yeah.
because after this, I don't think anyone's gonna be interested in us. But uh, let's take a look here. There we go. I picked Charles in a sexy pose, and that's me after I crush my PR. Feeling good. Like I said, they don't look great, but you know what? I'm looking forward to you swimming in it because I could feel the difference, man. I really could. When I was kicking off the wall, I was like, damn, dude, I feel faster. Um, Also, I think all the bike riding I've been
You
doing
gotta
because I've
stop
been
using those
riding.
concave mirrors, man, making me look fat.
I don't fucking use it at the Y bathroom as a concave mirror. All right, we can take this down. Yeah, everyone's seen
Hey,
the
I'm
absolute.
really surprised that you were willing to take a photo at the Y and you didn't get no naked dude in the background.
You know why? I went to the Universal locker room and I went in
Okay,
my
you
own
would
little
okay.
changing room and just got it. I had it to myself. Just because getting in and out of that thing when it's wet, not the most graceful thing in the world. So, I wanted to be by myself.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll be
but
doing that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try my tri suit tomorrow morning. I'm gonna put a PR down of 8 minutes and 10 seconds. That's my goal.
8 minutes and 10 seconds, dude. Yeah, all right. I would love to see it. I would love, love, love to see it.
We'll
Um,
see. I don't think it's
but
possible. I don't think it's possible.
eh, eventually. I don't know about before the triathlon, but you can get there, dude. The first time we swam together, you could barely swim a length of the pool, and now you're doing 400s like it's not like it's nothing, but you're doing them, and you're not doing your old lady side stroke. So,
You know
you
how
know,
many people I see at the Y doing that
I
stroke?
know, dude. Yesterday I was getting so frustrated because I was waiting for forever to get in the pool. There was people just bouncing around, like walking up and down the lanes. There was a guy just on a floaty with his son in a lane. And then there was this old man doing like the weirdest backstroke thing I'd ever seen. Like he was going like that. Like, what are you doing, dude? I wanted to go to the lifeguard and just be like, hey, is it lap swim time or is it fuck around in the lanes time? Because I'm here to work out. And I got mad, and then I just fucking absolutely blew my PR out of the water. So I'm
That's
happy.
awesome,
I'm
man.
happy about it.
I'm
Happy
just gonna
about it.
smack you real hard before the race, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Other than that, I just had another PR today actually. Um,
Okay,
because Charles is probably gonna catch me in the run.
maybe.
Um, because I think I'm gonna do well in the swim. I think I'm gonna do respectable in the bike ride portion. But the run is what kills me. It killed me in our practice one in both of them. I've never been a runner. I've never like my entire life, the most running I did was running to first base, or if I hit a double, or jogging, or playing football. Like you're running for what, 30, 40 seconds at most. So I never was like a run person, but went to the gym today and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a 5K because I need to practice. I did a lot of running. I broke it up, obviously, in like intervals, but beat my PR by about 5 minutes. Um,
Work,
it
man.
was like 45, 40. No, 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 I'm sorry. It was 47 minutes. So it was about 3 minutes. But, am I going to be able to repeat that? Because I was on a treadmill where I had to put in the speed that I wanted to go. But I'm happy with that. For a fat guy, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, realistically, after biking for almost 14 miles,
Oh
am
yeah,
I
we're gonna be dead, especially
am I going
pushing,
to
you
put
know.
in my 40 that I want to put in? Probably not. Am I going to put in my 45? It depends on how far ahead of me you are, because I'm going to catch you. That's my goal.
Well,
Because
and another thing we really got to keep in mind is who knows if we're gonna start together because
yeah,
there's different heats. And I think it goes off of your estimated time of what your swim is when you start. And also, like, I want to start together, but I also don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna take me 10 minutes and then get stuck behind a bunch of people. Because one thing that we haven't done, and I haven't done since I was in the swim team, is like swimming laps with a bunch of other people in the lane. It's
yeah,
gonna be a shit show.
it is.
But we'll
I
see.
think
It's gonna be fun.
I think that's going to slow us down by about at least 30 seconds too.
I agree. I 100% agree.
It's gonna be a shit show. I
But
think I'm gonna tell in 9 minutes because I think I can do it in nine. I'm gonna do it tomorrow in sub nine. We'll see. But I think it's gonna be like 9:40 just because of what if you're catching someone at a turn and they try to do a flip turn and you're like, wait, you gotta stop, jump out of the way so they can do their freaking flip turn? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
we
know.
might go super fast though too because we're trying to pass people before we get to the end. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that I was thinking that too, because I know just me in my head, I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck this person, I'm gonna pass him, but then I'm gonna wear myself out by like lap four,
Yeah,
out of 16. Well, no, 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 no. This is a
8.
50-meter pool, so
Yeah,
there's only 8 laps, which I don't know if it's gonna be a good or bad thing. Because
we're
kicking
gonna
off the
find
wall is
out.
great because you can coast for a bit. Like you kick
Yeah,
off and you go like a good 5, 6 meters. But we'll see. Yeah, we do need to go there and swim
yeah.
because shit, dude, this thing is coming up.
2 weeks. We are T minus 2 weeks, 13 days now.
And one thing that worries me is when I ran that 5K today, because I did more running than I think I've ever done in my entire life, gave myself a blister on the bottom of my foot. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, that definitely puts a little bit of a damper on working out for the next couple days, but
Just,
I'm just basically I'm just not going to run again until the actual thing because I'm
yeah.
sure it'll happen again. Um, yeah, I don't know. But and also to clarify, to go back to the tri suits, we are not going to wear them throughout the entire triathlon. I'm just wearing it for the swimming portion, and then I'm putting on a shirt and some
Yep.
shorts. Because I don't need to be looking like that hunched over on a bicycle. Um, which I'm working on something which I'm going to show next week. Maybe a t-shirt going on for me and Charles to wear,
Oh yeah.
kind of rep the podcast. But yeah. But speaking of triathlons,
All right.
you called me today with a bit of a proposition.
Yep. I
And I don't
did.
know I don't know how to feel about it.
I mean, I don't know either because it's a long ass swim. It's a
Well,
really
tell
long.
him what it is.
Well, someone put a triathlon on the radar for us in July, and it's what Old Town Triathlon,
Newtown.
Newtown, not Old Town, Newtown, and it is, man, it's open water too. That's just a whole nother thing.
That's the part that intrigues me.
I know, like
Um,
Carlisle, like, well, we want to do Carlisle then. We'll want to do the full thing at Carlisle if we do this one. So Newtown, try the Big Shark, baby, the Big Shark. A half a mile, a little bit over half a mile, probably like closer to 900-meter swim,
yep.
20-mile bike, which I will be toast afterwards.
That's no joke. I mean, I've done it. I think the longest ride I've ever been on is 24 miles, 25 miles, but that's going to change in the end of May. But the one in the end of May, I'm going to be leisurely riding, drinking beers and stopping every like 6 miles. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And then a 4-mile run, which we could turn that into a walk, right?
yeah,
Um,
that would be a walk.
I am super pumped about this. I think it would be something fun. I think it's a little ambitious, right?
I think I think we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves.
I think
I do.
Carlisle in September with the
Yeah, is a good goal.
750-meter is a good goal, right?
Yeah,
Because we don't want to just complete them. We want to compete in them, right? Um, Even though we are still fat, right? This is two guys, one scale, a journey from fat to fit.
yeah.
And we're not fit yet. But looking at the times from rookies to rock stars, we're going to finish around the middle of the field. And I feel really good about that, unless there's nothing but studs in the field this year. But
I'm sure there's going to be some that
oh,
are,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
there's for sure going
absolutely.
to be.
But
But
I feel good about, where we're at. I mean, I want to do an hour and a half, but it's looking more like 2 hours would be a great time. Anything on top of that, it's just awesome. But finishing another 2 hours is definitely the main goal.
so I have a proposition for you to
Okay.
um counter the Big Shark Newtown Triathlon, which
Okay.
would it be fun? Yes, it would.
Okay.
Would it be extremely challenging? Yes. Do I think we're ready for that? I don't.
I don't either.
I think we could do it. I think we could do it, but I think we'd be there all fucking day.
Yeah.
Because that long of a swim, we've obviously done it. That long of a bike ride, we can do it. Um, I think we're just getting a little too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But Sunset Hills, Missouri
Okay.
is right by my house. They have a triathlon.
Okay.
It's
How big?
outdoor. It's in an outdoor pool though, so it's not open water. But I think that the Carlisle Lake open water should be our first open water one. I think
I
that'd be
agree with you,
cool.
man. It's gonna be awesome.
Um, it's a little bit more speed. It is a 300-yard swim, so we can push
We could sprint.
11. 11.8 mile bike, three
Okay.
mile run.
I mean,
It's not even gonna be as hard as the one we're doing
no, hour
in 2 weeks.
45. Boom.
Yeah. So I think that would be fun.
When is that one?
June 23rd. Yeah.
Ooh.
So it would be pretty soon after that. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You know,
I
we'll have 2.5 weeks after Disney to really
yeah.
bear down. You know, because when we're in Disney, I'm not taking my bike. I'm just
One
telling you that.
plus this is gonna get our asses back working out when we get back.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's what
true.
happens every time that I go, like I start like losing weight and then I go on a trip or I go like with some friends somewhere and I eat like shit, I drink every night, and then when I
Yep.
get back, I'm like, fuck it, and just start gaining weight. So I think this will be a good reason for us to get back to doing it.
Okay.
Plus, I'm hoping to be 250 by this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping to be 260 by the time.
250 is pretty tall order by June. But,
I have to be 260 by that one because I still have 10 pounds to lose before July 15th. You know,
yeah,
that's
it's
I gotta be at 250 by July 15th. So
but yeah, I think it'd be fun. I'm gonna look a little bit more into it. I think that the bike course is a little hilly.
okay.
Um, but 11 miles, I mean, really, dude, like it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
No, that's like the end
When
of
I
my
went,
endurance right now. So that's
yeah,
fine.
and we can take it slow during the bike part if we need. I mean, it is called Sunset Hills, so if that tells you anything.
Well, it's by your
But
house. There's nothing but freaking hills out there.
the one thing I do like is the swim is called a serpentine swim. So like you jump in, you swim down this lane, you swim back in the next lane, so you're going like a snake all the way down the pool. So we're not going to have to pass people unless you catch up because you start like one person at a time.
Yeah.
So like you get like 10 seconds in between people, so you shouldn't be bumping into anyone else swimming. So I think that would be more, I don't know, I think it would be fun and it wouldn't
I
be
did
as
too.
challenging. And I think it would be good to train for one a little bit easier than when we're doing right after a vacation.
Yeah. No, I like it. Done. Sold.
The one
So,
thing that I had my heart set on that I showed you was the Merrimack River Marathon. St. Louis has rivers all over the place. It's the Merrimack River. It's literally like fucking a half mile from my house. They have a River Marathon where you basically get in a kayak or a canoe and you paddle for 26 miles from out in the middle of nowhere to Missouri to St. Louis, which would be an absolute blast. I love float trips for people not from the Midwest. Float trips are where you literally just go sit on a raft and absolutely murder beers all day and smoke a billion cigarettes if you're me and just get hammered and just float on a raft down a river and you go like 6, 7 miles. Takes all day though. Um, I think it'd be fun. I think it would be very, very challenging. And I think it would be a blast, but we'd have to buy our own kayak or canoe.
yeah. Well,
So I don't think that's happening this year.
no, because we're still fat, right?
Yeah,
And
because I've been looking at kayaks like crazy, and like you got to consider that's the
beer,
maximum.
beer weight, everything. Yeah.
Well, we're not allowed to drink during this, but you got to consider all your gear weight because you got to bring your lunch, you got to bring water, you got to bring all sorts of stuff. Um, unless we want to spend like $700-800 on kayaks. Now, if we start, if the podcast takes off and we make some money, I'm down to put all of it back into doing stuff and
Oh
making
yeah.
videos and doing things like this. But I just think realistically, it's going to have to be next year. But I do want to do it. I really do
Oh,
want to
I do
do it.
too.
I think it would be a blast.
I do too. Absolutely. But I'm definitely thinking next year for a kayak, just because I got a lot going on, and
Yeah.
I got to make
Yes,
room
you do.
for it. Got a lot going on, Bob.
Yeah, you do have to make room for it. And I honestly, that's something I need to think about too. I got a motorcycle in the garage. I got two bikes. And I try to park my truck in there, but I'm losing it. I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
I think it'll be fun. Maybe I'm still gonna keep looking on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and stuff for kayaks because I kind of have my heart set on doing this, but I am resigned to the fact that it's gonna be next year. Um, Because I mean, it is going to be a hell of a workout, man. Paddling for fucking like 4 hours or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Some guy
I
did it
think
in
a
like
lot of
two
people are just
hours.
gonna. I think a lot of people are just gonna go with the current, right? They're just gonna go down with the current and
Well,
slow.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna go with the current, but I
But
still want. I'm not gonna be paddling the whole time. I want to stop for lunch, you know.
I'm gonna eat in my kayak. I'm gonna catch fish and cook it right there on my kayak, man. I'm just gonna do it all. Wilderness survivor.
But the question is, do we do it in a canoe together, or do we do it in our own kayaks?
So we were looking at these, right? And I could find like an inflatable like canoe for both of us, but there's no leg room in the front of the inflatable canoe. And you're
Yeah.
taller than me, and I'm like, my fat ass with my knees, I am not getting stuck in the front of the canoe. I'm like, no, please, God, no.
I mean, it would probably have to. I mean, I think generally doesn't the lighter of the two go up front? I mean, granted, we're what 10 pounds
Well,
difference.
you're right, and I mean, have you done a lot of kayaking? Because usually the most experienced person's in the back too. So I
Yeah,
know you
I've
whitewater
done a lot of
rafted, so
canoeing, and I have
okay.
gone whitewater rafting. It's sick,
Uh,
but that's a
well, either one of
raft.
us could be in the back, right?
Yeah, we could do a stand-up paddleboard, which I don't know if you ever tried that. It is difficult.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not
yeah,
doing it because if I fall off that, my fat ass can't get back up on a
yeah,
paddle.
yeah, no, exactly.
It's not
But
happening. That's not
no, it's.
fun.
I think that that's going to be like a milestone goal. Like,
Okay.
if I get down to two fucking 30, 220, 230, something. I don't know. I'll think about it. Get in a kayak. Because one, I go on float trips all the time. And two,
Yep.
like I live right by the Merrimack. It'd be fun to just go out on. It really would.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah,
but
you're right there,
speaking
dude.
speaking of milestones,
All right.
we got Charles with a big one tomorrow.
Fuck you.
Charles with a big milestone tomorrow. The big
Yeah, buddy.
4-0, dude.
Whew. It
The
just
big
means I have a
4-0.
better chance of winning my age group at the
Yeah,
triathlons
that's
because
true.
I'm in the old man group now, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, no, 40, man. It does not feel like we're that age.
No.
I'm still 37. I'll be 38 in a few months. So but I feel like I'm fucking 40. My smart scale says I'm 40 because it's like you have the body of a 40-year-old man. I'm like, well, that's not great because I'm
I
not
love you
40
too.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I do like that it told both of us we were muscular overweight though.
Sounds
Uh
like our wives trying to tell us, trying to
yeah, exactly.
make us feel
Exactly.
good
But
there.
no, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. I
I'm
appreciate it.
uh working on a t-shirt. I'm gonna give that to you as part of your birthday present. I think I'm gonna get something else for you too. But
Oh yeah.
um
Oh, yeah. Let's
but
go.
no, it's exciting. It's a big one, dude. It is.
It
And
is. And you don't like
you
to
would if
celebrate.
we would have talked to you on your 39th birthday, you think you'd be in your two fucking 80s on your 40th? I guarantee you neither of us would have thought that.
No. No, I
So
remember my New Year's resolution, not this year, but last year, was to be 250 by the time I turned 40. Or 200 by the time I turned 40, something crazy like
well, that's
that.
out the fucking window.
And like, yeah, it's not. But can I get down to 200 while I am 40? That's my goal now. Like, can I be 200 by April of next year?
See, I don't even want to start thinking about 200 or sub 200. I want to get to 250 first, man.
Hey,
Actually, no, I want to get to
5 pounds
275
away.
first.
Yeah,
I
five
want to
pounds
get to
away.
275 first. To take it one step at a time because if I think of
Yep.
all that we have to go, yeah, I'll get discouraged.
Oh yeah. One, the thing is, like, it's getting harder, right?
Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. We seem to have those at the end, mainly because we don't want to fucking pay for Zoom, and it keeps cutting us off because it doesn't give us a countdown. Uh, I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and do something else, or record some of these in person. I think we should start every few weeks, maybe. I know we both got busy lives. You got kids, I got a wife. We're trying to work out a shit ton. We both have careers. Um, you know, so bear with us. We will get better.
Hopefully.
We'll just upgrade. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's gonna happen again next week. But, um, Follow our TikTok. It's Two Guys One Scale. Follow our Instagram. Make sure you subscribe and like and leave a review wherever you listen to the podcast. It really helps us out. Because I would like to continue doing this because I have a lot of fun. And honestly, it's keeping us both fucking accountable. Like
Yeah.
this is just another way of holding ourselves accountable. We talk about that a bunch. So, um,
Yep.
but appreciate you guys listening, watching. Um, yeah.
If you have any challenges or anything that you want to challenge us to,
Yeah, be realistic though. We're not
yeah,
doing a fucking
be
Iron Man like
realistic.
Charles thinks. We're not.
You're right. We're gonna do a fucking half Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm just gonna be honest. I love just how positive and just how motivated you are. Like if we go back to episode 1, which was just 7 weeks ago, and this guy's like, I don't know about a sprint marathon. This guy's talking about doing marathons now. Like, or I'm sorry, sprint triathlon. This guy's talking about doing full triathlons. Now he's looking up distances
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Olympic triathlons. Like, I love it. I love the positive motivation.
I didn't
Awesome.
think I would enjoy it as much as I do. I really
It's
don't.
awesome.
Um, hopefully this doesn't just eventually turn into a triathlon podcast, but it's the running thing that's gonna fuck me. Like a 6K is brutal. It's brutal. But I was looking, it's totally acceptable to walk during that.
Yep,
You got to finish
it
the
is.
6 miles in like 3 hours or something like that.
And by
Um,
that time, we'll be jogging, right? Even if it's a 10-mile jog or a 10 minute a mile jog, like you'll get it done in an hour and 20 minutes. Like we're not going to be this fat forever, right? Like
yeah, but I'm still gonna hate running forever.
I don't know about that, man. I think you're gonna love it.
I don't
I
know. I
think
did
you're
kind
gonna
of feel good
love
a little bit today when I was running. Like once I kind of hit
it.
my stride, like I ran, I think for the longest stretch was like 5 minutes today. Um, it wasn't at
Yeah.
6 miles an hour, so 10-minute miles, but it was like 5.6 or 7. So it was, a jog, but for a fat fuck, it was,
Better than me, man.
it was a run. But yeah, anyways, we got to wrap it. Thank you, everybody. Charles, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sure we'll be
Thank you.
talking again tomorrow or tonight, but me and the
All
wife
right.
are gonna finally fucking finish the Fallout show. I've been begging her to watch it with me. Steffi, I know you watch these. I've been wanting to watch this for a while. But thank you, everybody. We will see you next week.
All right. Thank you guys.
See ya.
Bye.